What's up, guys? My name is Khan, and we're back today with more Scrap Mechanic, and today we are once again adding another weapon to the Khan gaming arsenal, and that is this napalm dropping bomb here. Now, this is an awesome device. It took me a while to make it, a few different revisions, and of course, it does use the flamethrowers from the mod pack beta. So if you guys haven't checked it out, the mod pack beta has a few weapons in it, some cannons and other things, but it's also got these awesome flamethrowers, which I believe Scrapman and I used for the Flamethrower Olympics multiplayer Monday. But you can see we've got the small flamethrower here, which just shoots a small little flame out of it. And of course, it does in fact light wood on fire, which is just absolutely awesome. And you can see that wood will burn. And then of course, we've got the large flamethrower. And then you can see the large flamethrower actually shoots a projectile much, much further. And actually, after sort of doing this build, I didn't even realize that if we take the large flamethrower and we put it on a rotating piece just like this, and let's grab a controller here real quick. And if we adjust the angle of this so that the flamethrower is tilted up 45 degrees, or, okay, we can't, the controller's kind of in the way there, hold on. You can see the flames seemingly go a fair amount of distance, and I'm pretty sure they go really, really far, in the sense that I don't even think we need these little napalm bombs. I'm pretty sure we can actually just take the flamethrower and just strap them onto a plane. But regardless, we're gonna do it the cool way because I totally didn't realize that until after, and now I feel a little bit silly. Now, these are really, really easy to install. It's just a, standard bomb. We can just spawn it like this, spawn another one, perfect, and spawn another one. We'll actually strap up all 6 onto this little sort of bomber here. Now, this is a sample bomber I made a long, long time ago, back when we were doing rockets without explosives, but we can use it for this. Now, we just kind of weld them up. You can see there's a bearing there on top, but the bearing is actually stuck with a controller, and that's just to make sure the creation is separate. So if you weld this next to something else, it won't accidentally attach and stay attached. It's only attached by this one decoupler there. And then actually to fire it, we use this orange button in the front here. So we're just gonna actually take that orange button and connect it up to our seat. Now, of course, you could connect that up through a bunch of logic if you needed it done that way. You can feed logic blocks straight into these larger tick buttons. So it is kind of convenient. You don't have to worry about, doing some crazy stuff. And there we go. We've got those 3 connected up. So 4, 5, and 6. And then we'll do these 3. And of course, we do have enough room on our seat to put all the connections. So not a big deal. Perfect. Now, these bombs are actually quite awesome. They're really, really cool. And you can see they're kind of just crazy on the connection tool. There's a lot of stuff kind of all slapped together, but they're a sort of a staged napalm device. The first thing they do is they drop from the plane itself, and they have a little bit of an activation time. I believe it's 1 second. So you can't just drop it when you're right at the ground. It'll take 1 second before it activates. When it activates, both flamethrowers on it will start activating, and they are the small flamethrowers, not the large ones. And then the entire bomb will spin just to make sure the fire goes everywhere. And once it hits the ground, it'll keep spinning for a little bit to spread more fire on the ground, and then it'll explode with a little explosion and just get rid of all the evidence. It's a super cool device, but we'll just fly this plane here so we can really simply just kind of take off, and hopefully we can, there we go, perfect. This plane flies super, super stable because it's got these massive wings. And we're not going to drop them on the cardboard just yet, which that cardboard is a very small target now that I see it, but it was much bigger before when I was making it. All right, we're going to loop around, and we're just going to try and drop one sort of on the ground on the runway, and let's try and line this up here. Rotate. Oh, no, too much pitch, too much. This one doesn't use smart controllers to fly. It just uses an electric engine, so you have to reset it back to 0. But here we go. Drop 1. So you can see there it activates, spins a lot, and then now it's hit the ground. It should just kind of explode. Boom. So it spins a little bit more and explodes. And of course, it does sense when it hits the ground from any height. It's super, super cool. And, oh, this plane can't do loops. Oh, we're fine. We will try it with the large flamethrower afterwards. And you can see it's actually really cool because when we drop the bomb, the button for the bomb disappears off the toolbar. And you can see it just keeps resetting it. So I just keep pressing 4, and they actually always keep shifting to the number 4 position. So you could have all these bombs extended out, and it'll just keep shifting the buttons. You can see now we only have 4 left, and it's kind of a cool way of knowing how much you have. We'll try and drop this one on the wood. I don't know if we'll actually be able to hit it, just so you guys can see the fiery power that these things drop. Okay, so here we go. 4. Oh, we missed totally. They're like total miss. I really hope in survival mode that the trees become objects and rocks become objects. I know the devs did a teaser a long time ago where they showed a saw blade that they had, and they showed themselves cutting down some trees. And I'm wondering if that becomes a thing and trees become objects, if you could actually change the script of the flamethrower so that trees would light on fire. Because if we dropped one of these into that dense forest there, the entire forest would go up in flames. But of course, we can't actually do that because trees don't really do anything. And it would be super, super cool. And I hope once survival comes out, that becomes a thing, because then these napalm bombs will be so much more effective. But let's see if oh, I'm gonna crash. All right, here we go. This is looking good. Should be able to just loop back, loop back. Loop back. Oh, no, no. Lost it. Lost it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get it. Here we go. It's really difficult to fly this plane. All right. There we go. That one hit. That one hit. It's causing some burning. Did the explosion just put out all the fire? Are you serious? The explosion just... The explosion. You know what? These bombs might actually need some more testing. I actually didn't test them at all. And of course, I am realizing that the large flamethrowers are going to be so much more effective. But here we go. We'll try it again with 2 more of these. Originally, this idea came from actually the questions and suggestions on the Discord. Someone was commenting on using the flamethrowers to make napalm, and I spent a lot of time trying it. You can see all the parts from the failed attempts there. Oh, that one's going to be good. We crashed into a tree. Well, did it work? I think the explosion puts out the fire every time. It's a lot easier to fly now that there's only 1 offset weight rather than, you know, 3. All right. We're at a good height here. Lining up nicely. All right, and drop. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Nice, nice. It lit up like 2 pieces of wood, and then it exploded, and then the fire went out. That was super effective. All right, so one final test before we retrofit that plane. You can see we had a few failed attempts. These were when I was working on the decoupling mechanism, and the bomb wouldn't necessarily decouple. But I want to do one test here just to see if this napalm is effective at all. I've actually never tested this on wood. I literally built it and then was like, I'm just going to record the video. Don't even care. But if we press it, so it spins, right? It spins a few times like it does, and the fire spreads, and then it should explode here pretty soon. It might not, because we didn't drop it from... Oh, no, there it goes. And yeah, you can see when it explodes, it pretty much puts out all the fire. And the fire doesn't continue burning, so it just cuts a hole. All right, so all we're going to do is we're going to take the large flamethrower piece. Now, pretty much half of our vehicle is wood, so I don't exactly know how this is going to work, but we're going to take large flamethrowers, and we're going to put 1 on each wing, aiming backwards. Now, I'm pretty sure these will fire a particle of flame infinite distance. They don't care how far the flame has to go. It'll just keep the flame spawned until it hits the ground, even if we're flying overhead. So I'm pretty sure all we got to do is hook up all these large flamethrowers to 1 single button and have that button hooked into the seat. And now I'm pretty sure this becomes the most effective. Does it light our tail on fire? No, it doesn't. And I'm 99% sure this is now the most effective napalm plane as long as it can fly. No problem. Look at that. And now if we fire, you can see the particles, they continue to go all the way to the ground. And now we've basically created a plane that could just drop a massive amount of napalm, and hopefully it'll actually stay. It doesn't always show all the particles, which is kind of unfortunate. The napalm bomb is a little bit better that way. Probably should have done maybe a napalm cluster. I'm not exactly sure. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any ideas on how to make that bomb more effective. I honestly, like I said, never tested it before. Just strapped it all together. It took a fair amount of time to build, and actually that was version 2. I had a previous version which wasn't nearly as good, but here we go. Totally missed going up way too high. Oh, I burnt the tail is what? How what? All right, new plan. We've actually put the sort of flamethrowers aiming down. I didn't realize the wing pieces actually catch on fire. That's kind of news to me, but apparently we burnt the entire tail off. So that was a little bit of a problem. But now we've got the flamethrowers aiming straight down. And, oh boy, that looks like it's still... You know, it's fine. It's fine. As long as the tail doesn't catch on fire, we're okay. It should be okay. I mean, it might just be the particle effect. Oh, we're gonna crash. No, we're good. We're good. Looking good. Activate the napalm. And totally missed. Gonna literally just clip that one end of it. Did that even do anything? I'm pretty sure we have too many particles on the map. It's literally not oh no, I think it is doing something. I think we're just not seeing what it's doing. Hold on. Let's loop around. Let's do another pass. Oh yeah, it's totally burning. There it is. It's burning. Perfect. Okay. We're missing. Loop it back. Loop it back. Yes. All right, here we go. Another pass. This is totally sweet. Look at that. Oh yeah, it's definitely burning. And half the particles don't even show up. Yeah, there we go. You can see them slowly appearing on the wood itself, but the particles don't actually appear with the flame. That's so cool, though. I mean, this is obviously much more effective than the napalm bomb, and we don't actually have to have any explosives and stuff. Kind of realizing now that I wasted so much time working on that napalm bomb, and I blew up so many test planes. You guys honestly have no idea. This is like the third world that I had to spawn because I kept having these napalm bomb issues where it wasn't deploying from the wing and it was actually sensing the wing and it was blowing up on the wing itself. It took way longer than I'd like to admit, but anyways, all that for a completely failed project. But regardless, this is definitely the most effective way. Pretty sure we can burn all this wood. Look at that. It's so cool. Dropping some napalm. I mean, when survival comes out, I really, really hope, like I said, that trees can be lit on fire. Of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know any other builds you'd like to see. Like I said, this came directly from the Discord questions and suggestions. I noticed that someone had asked about napalm and flamethrowers, and I thought, you know, it's a really cool idea. Obviously not super effective in scrap mechanic, but still definitely possible. And I love the fire in scrap mechanic. I think it's one of the cooler mods, so definitely check out the mod pack beta and all the cool weapons that they have in there. And we're just gonna look at this perfect pass. Oh my god, so much destruction. That is just awesome. But of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And while you're at it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all next time.